Well, today it's the segment that you hoped would never return. My cat's knocked down. Clyde has decided that he really likes to hang out up here above my cabinets behind these old engines. And this particular 1941 Johnson Iron Horse that I've started to disassemble, he managed to move that somehow, despite it weighing, 30, 40 pounds. And in so doing, knocked down this little model car. It's kind of a cartoony kind of thing, but I've had it since I was, 16 years old. I don't know if I can save it. I guess I'll try. Cheers. And there it is. Obviously not a very serious or detailed replica by any means, just a little fun snap together thing. But it's pretty cute, so I'm glad I was able to get it back together. Back up on the shelf it goes, I guess. Well, it's pretty late in the evening. Just got home from work. Thought I'd at least get a start on unboxing this. I did read some reviews on this. I mean, my dad got this from PV Mart. Love PV Mart. I found the exact same model is sold under a different brand name on Amazon, and the reviews were pretty overwhelmingly good. So that's a good sign. So I thought I'd start, taking it apart, taking a look at it, and I don't know, looks pretty good. I do notice little alignment arrows on these tires, and some of them line up and some don't. I don't know how critical that is, but I couldn't leave well enough alone, and so I took a silver Sharpie paint marker and just did up the lug nuts really quick. Really does make them look a little better. There's kind of see the difference, perks it up a little. It's maybe a little risky considering I don't know if it actually works yet, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'd rather do this now than when they're mounted. Really what I'm hoping to find soon is the instruction sheet. Little horn. Whee! Seat. I don't really know what this is. Comes with a remote control for mom and dad to use, which is amazing. Charger, other little parts that I don't know what they are. Smokestack and some stake sides for the trailer. The other wheel. Looks like about the next step is to just pull it out of here. Underneath we have the base for the trailer and the owner's manual. So, and two more wheels, of course, for the trailer. It's pretty impressive. It actually has a USB port and Bluetooth for music. So kids can run around and listen to music on it. Two motors. Almost sounds like it's power steering. overall pretty impressive. I've had a look at the wiring and the connections and whatnot in here already, and usually that's where you'll see the corners cut, and it looks fine. Alright, it's getting pretty late here. It's about 12:30 at night now, so I'm gonna head in, but got the wheels on. Some quick build notes. Interestingly, compared to some of the other ones I've seen, has no stickers or decoration of any kind that I've seen, which is totally fine. It's got that kind of clean and classy look, you know. So a bit of a blank canvas for us. I'm not going to do flames or anything ridiculous like that. Just keep it pretty simple. Maybe just a couple cat logos on it or something. I suppose my wife wouldn't really appreciate it if I call it Mini Wild Turfy or something. But they give you these two, they call them spanners, you know, they're plastic. And you need them both because when you're tightening up the nylocks on the rear axle, if you just turn one, the whole axle just spins. So you just turn them against each other, I guess. I don't know, they seem to work. They're good enough. So yeah, wheels are on. It's kind of just basically waiting for it to charge, and then steering wheel, seat, and assemble a trailer. So it's coming along at a pretty fast little clip. Actually, it's really simple. Everything seems to fit together just fine so far. So honestly, I haven't recorded too much over the last few days because kind of fell on my face, and you know, it's ugly enough to start with without adding some special effects to it. So haven't recorded much, but something happened last night that I think is pretty cool. I'll show you. So last night I was just sitting here enjoying a live stream on YouTube, and I noticed the cat's acting a little funny, and who should be trucking across the shop floor but this little fella. Just a common salamander, and I guess they're pretty common around here, but I've actually never seen one in person. So I scooped him up and I threw him in this little tank that we keep around for frogs and such. You know, it's very temporary. I mean, this guy, he needs to find some mud pretty soon to bury himself in for the winter. So just got him in here. You can see it's a little bit moist, which is what they need, and he'll stay in here for the day, and then later tonight, once it gets dark, I'll find a safe place outside to put him. But his name is Cletus, in honor of Stuff with Cletus, who was on the YouTube live with me yesterday, along with Robert's Garage and Project Frankenstein, 615 Customs, Monster Rust. Go check out all those channels. They're all good stuff. Actually, Cletus has a new Ford Maverick with all the options. So if you're interested in that truck, you know, you should go take a look. All right, so I'm just going to find a safe place to set Cletus here. You know, cage does have a lid, which is to protect him from the cats more than it is, you know, he can't jump out or anything. So, well, it's a crisp fall evening, and I guess really the only appropriate thing to do is to release my man Cletus here. I'm gonna go find him a nice spot, let him go, so he can make little babies for next year. If I don't walk into something. I'm so scared. Alright, so this is just kind of a drainage area that runs kind of on the edge of my property. And it's pretty damp here, so I think that should work for our little buddy here. Alright, my friend. Out you go. He doesn't want to. There we are. It's already burrowing into the undergrowth. Just disappeared on us. Hey there, I'm just sharpening up this axe tonight, and kind of welcome any comments actually, so I'll just run through really quickly. I just bought this really inexpensive little sharpening kit from Canadian Tire. Comes with a little bottle of stone lubricant. I just used water because I've got lots of it out here. A coarse stone and a fine stone. They call this a what do they call this? A fine Arkansas stone. The medium stone I think is synthetic. Whatever. I found it was easiest to just place the blade in a vise like this and just kind of run my block like that. I'm not going to actually touch it here because actually I think I've got it pretty darn nice now. After going after it a few times with the Arkansas stone, and I found myself it was better to look from the opposite side just to make sure that I'm actually sharpening on the edge and not just, kind of along just below the edge or something. So just like so, watching the fingers because honestly this thing's pretty darn sharp now. How sharp is it? Well, let's just see. Random sheet of paper. I think that's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, it's an axe, right? I'm going to be hucking this with some force at a tree or a log. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's pretty good. It looks really nice to me. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think I'm going to have to get a cover made up for this. I know somebody I think I can get in touch with that might be able to do a really nice one up for me. Kind of a local craftsperson. So I'm going to try and get in touch with them and see what they can do. And when that happens, you'll see it right here. Have a good night.